Lately, scammers have been really bold in their attempt to try and clear their names. 10 out of 10, when they step to me, they always fall flat on their case. Today is no different. Let me not keep you guys from the good stuff. Let's get straight into it. As you guys may know, recently I have exposed Jason Weber, Lau Valensky, and Tristan Angelo for scamming 11 people out of their hard-earned funds. And they scam these people through an account management investment type of opportunity. And as you guys may know, like I said, these scammers lately, they have become really bold in their attempts to try and clear their name. Now, firstly, they have been reporting my videos on TikTok for harassment and bullying, but as you guys may know, I always appeal this, and I eventually won my appeal, and the video got straight put back. They have also sent their fans to threaten people not to comment certain stuff under my videos on TikTok. But the biggest mistake they could do was try and challenge me one-on-one. Now, firstly, I have to be honest with you guys, before this thing happened, me and Jason Weber was gonna have a live at 2:30 this coming Friday, where he was gonna publicly give their explanation as to why they believe they are not scammers, and obviously, I would have made my rebuttal. Now, I'm very certain in this time, they have seen how I have obliterated Ashley Gray.
My bro, Ashley, I gave you 3 chances to speak and I kept my
Listen to me.
And I'm very certain they are not looking forward to that. They know for a fact I will tear them to shreds for taking money from people for an account management investment opportunity and then later offering them free signals. You guys must know, if you guys want free content that you guys can learn from, how to do technical analysis, how to weave in fundamental analysis with your technical analysis, how to use the quarter report to better your trades. Hell, there's even an explanation on bricks. Go to the link in my description to Rolio Jack's YouTube channel, where you wouldn't need to pay out a cent to get proper information on how to trade these markets and make money without having to depend on anyone. I'm gonna go over to a TikTok inbox that Jason Weber have sent me, and then after that I'm gonna cross over to some screenshots just to show you guys how they incriminate themselves, and then thereafter I will respond to this TikTok inbox. But I'm advising you guys, please stick up until the end because it's gonna get really interesting. The inbox message that Jason sent me on TikTok reads as follows. Hi Rydall, firstly I would just like to tell you that I'm a big fan of your channel. Kudos to you for exposing all scammers in the forex market. However, my advice for you would be to get your facts straight from both sides before you squander people's reputation, because that's not professional of you. I would appreciate it if you could update the public by releasing a new video on our point of view as well. Your video was very one-sided and I find that highly disingenuous. We never ever promised anyone a guarantee on the capital, and I most definitely have proof of that. So I don't appreciate it that you said we made promises, because we did not. A point you made that I can agree on is the fact that we traded the accounts terribly and nothing went to plan. Initially, we had a few good personal runs for months in the market as I previously passed prop firm account stages. We thought we were ready to empower others. However, we failed terribly. Also, another point, the fact that we are not FCA regulated at the time of the project, we weren't even aware of such a license. So we acknowledge we are in the wrong for that. The fact is that the client's funds were blown and we pumped our own money in the project, and that was also blown. I wish we could get our money back or say that the market scammed us, but no, it does not work like that. Apologies for not being sincere, but the clients are however also to blame for not doing due diligence. No one ever asked us if we have an FCA license, which means they were also not aware of it. This is a general problem and you are bashing us. We do not hold anyone at gunpoint to invest into the project. Everyone did so at their own discretion, and once again let me remind you, we never ever told anyone it's a guarantee and no promises were given. Additionally, in the poster that was advertised, there was a disclaimer on it stating trading futures, forex, CFDs and stocks involves risk of loss. Please consider carefully if such trading is appropriate for you. Past performances is not an indication of future future results. Keep in mind, our goal was to be successful because this was our first company project and we were supposed to build on this. You can't blame us for having confidence in ourselves because that's how you move forward in life. If you believe in yourself, you can't blame us for being brave and going after our goals and dreams and attempting to speak success into existence. It's because of videos like the one you posted why people are scared to even chase any goal and take any risk because they are scared of what people will say if they fail. Additionally, scamming is an act of fraud and dishonesty, and we were not that. Also, if we were scammers, we would have used the funds for other reasons. However, we did not. I have receipts of every cent that was spent. We genuinely had good intentions, but things did not go our way. Clients' money was lost, and we still decided to fork out our own money to recover in the market. But we failed. Which, once again, I agree with you, was not clever because we could have just paid clients with those funds we bought the extra accounts with. We honestly just didn't want to give up on ourselves, which I think is honorable. I would also like to touch on a few of the points you made in your published video. The admin fees. That was genuinely an administrative fee. We set up a website which was 500 Rand per month and we had bank charges every month. That's where the admin fees were allocated, not into our pockets. The project. You said we planned how many people we wanted to target for the scam. That is most definitely not true. We targeted a certain amount of people because we started with a funded account from the beginning and we used the funds to crowdfund the account. Percentage return on investment. We were able to do those calculations because even you know with a small capital investment in a proper account, you could potentially get access to a big USD account, and that's how we could aim for those type of returns. For example, with 10,000 Rand, you were able to purchase $100,000 evaluation account. Once again, our intentions were pure. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. This in itself was highly disingenuous because the only thing that I got from his inbox was him trying to take the blame off him and to put it on various different reasons, including the clients they convinced to invest with him. The first screenshot that I want to show you guys is the screenshot of this FTMO challenge that was passed in Jason Weber's name. If this was a company project, why is it in your personal name and not in the company name? The company must has its own bank accounts, not so? And then secondly, he talks about risk disclaimers that he was giving clients. Well, let me just show you the risk disclaimer and then also show you how he convinces these people to take out money after giving the risk disclaimer. And it's not a couple of minutes after giving the risk disclaimer, it's directly after giving the risk disclaimer in the very same message. So this client is asking him, is the payout a definite for the 7 months? He then says, yes, correct, there is never a guarantee in the forex market. However, we pride ourselves in risk management and we strategically planned this project, so we feel confident in moving forward with it. We also get to grow as a company and build our reputation from this experience. So nowhere there does he at any point say, no, payouts for the 7 months are not guaranteed. He just gave them a very weak risk disclaimer that I bet you guys won't even hold up in court. Here is another client that is asking him a question, and I want you guys to look at the response that he gives. And is there any chance of a loss? Like, how big is the guarantee? He disingenuously responds with, nothing is a 100% guarantee in the forex market. However, we've done our due diligence and wouldn't be offering the service if we aren't confident that we will be successful. As much as this is an opportunity for you to grow, it is for us too. I am really finding that highly disingenuous that you would use other people's money to build your reputation. Where's your money? Here is another client that asked him and he gave the exact same stupid, regurgitated ball of... Let me not be rude, but as you guys can see, he is clearly trying not to be seen as a scammer, but he can't even give people personalized answers. This is copy and paste answers, all so that he can get them to take out their money quicker, and they don't want to be known as scammers. Now, Jason, I would like to respond on that inbox message that you sent to my TikTok. Firstly, you being a fan of my channel doesn't excuse you from catching on nonsense and scamming other people and thinking, oh, I'm a big fan of Rydall's YouTube channel. He will not expose me. No, sir. I will expose the glory out of you. Secondly, I think the word that you're looking for is slander, not squander. I can't squander things that I don't have. The only person that squandered their reputations was you three that was greedy and that couldn't take your own money. I bet you guys didn't even have your own money to be purchasing these funded accounts, because in this message later on that you sent me, you admitted yourself that you used other people's money for these funded accounts. And then obviously what do? You take a big piece of the profit as well. Now, saying that video that I released first was highly disingenuous is just disingenuous of you, because you are making it seem like it's one-sided, like you guys haven't typed that messages, like it wasn't Tristan that said, listen, we're not gonna give you guys this money back, but we can offer you guys signals, so come to us so that we can show you guys how to lose more money. You guys say that you guys never ever promised any capital returns. Then what is this? Why are you telling this person that you were gonna give them 500 Rand per 1000 Rand invested? Huh? Like I told you, that in itself is a commitment. And did you keep up to it? No. I know you can agree with me that you are terrible traders, all three of you, because just the fact that you are admitting to using other people's money to pay for funded accounts under your name, that lets me know that you guys forever need the public's money and you can't fund your own stuff. Also saying you didn't know you had to be FSCA regulated, that is not gonna hold up in court, my bro, because before going into any business, you have to do proper research. And being regulated by a financial authoritative body in your country and adhering to advertising standards, that is one of the first things that you learn, just to make sure that legally your company doesn't catch any flack. But what are you gonna say in court? I didn't know I had to be FSCA regular. No, my bro. With this message alone, I can freely tell you, my bro, don't drop the soap. I don't know why you are apologizing to me for not being sincere and for putting the blame on clients for doing their due diligence, but you must also accept that what you advertised was not up to par. You created a whole fantasy world just to get people invested. You, Lyle, and Tristan. And the fact that you know about risk disclaimers lets me know that at that time you already knew about regulatory compliance as well. Don't play with me, my bro. You are right. I can't blame you guys for having confidence in wanting to chase your dreams, but we can blame you for having confidence in scamming people to go chase your dreams at the cost of their hard-earned money. The only way that you can get a little bit of redemption even is by paying these people back. You are correct. Scamming is an act of fraud and dishonesty, and that is exactly what you guys were. You were fraudulently misrepresenting an account management / investment opportunity. Have you maybe thought of that? You have fraudulently misrepresented that these people can make a lot of money through your company, despite you not being FSCA regulated. Have you thought about that? You fraudulently misrepresented yourselves to be a legit investment company. Have you thought about that? Clients' money was lost and you forked out money out of your own pocket. Why wasn't it money that went back to the clients? That was the most stupidest thing you guys could have done, to go and purchase more funded accounts, because check, you guys clearly weren't successful in your personal trading experience. That is why you needed to pay. You guys are worse than beggars at the robots, because at least those beggars have sad stories. You guys fucking don't. You guys don't. Your personal trading careers failed, so now you had to resort to begging from the public so that you can purchase these funded accounts to try and make it out at the expense of other people. That is disingenuous, my bro. I don't care about the explanation about admin fees, my second, because at the end of the day, again, these are all of the things that you should research before you go into a business. You are saying clients should have done their due diligence on who they invest with. You should have done your due diligence on what it costs and takes to run an investment company, you idiot. I said you targeted a specific number of people, and the only reason why I said that is because you advertised it for 20 people. You didn't end up with 20 people though, but I'm sure that 11 people gave you enough money, no? And this explanation that you have given me here on the percentage on the return on investment that you guys have given is because that you can buy a $100,000 account with a 10,000 rand is just dumb. That message should have been, we can guarantee this percentage of returns because we have done it in the past. Here is the proof that we have done it in the past. Instead, you are saying here that this was going to be successful. You could have said you were going to give those profits because you can buy a $100,000 account with 10,000 rand. That is dumb, bro. That is dumb. That is like saying you are going to go to Killarney and you are going to race everyone there with your golf sticks that you bought straight off the floor because it was so many hundreds of thousands of rands, and the cars there that is just tens of thousands of rands, they won't stand a chance. Those Mark 1s will frit you. The same way your scams are fritting you now. And I bet you can't stand the fact that people have finally figured you guys out. Just saying this, we targeted a certain amount of people because we started with a funded account from the beginning and we used the funds to crowdfund the account. Alone tells me that you guys weren't successful in any personal capacity when it comes to trading. So, before things get ugly and these people get the authorities involved, I suggest you guys find a way to gather these people's money and get their monies paid back. Because somewhere, somehow, the law is going to want to make an example of someone. And you must understand, MTI's boss isn't here that they can make an example of. So they're going to take the next best thing. And if these guys go and report you, don't drop the soap.